Hey guys, welcome back. So today was a bit of a change. I was caught at work while this rally was going down and had not just woken up or having lunch, so I guess a change in routine, I would call it. Anyways, if you've seen my previous videos, you know that we're in K54 and we're going up against the top guilds here. Well, basically we go up against any guild, but the fact is that they were the first to challenge us, and we always welcome a challenge. Now, officially, we are at war with BSB, RPR, and KOS. So, in my previous videos, I had featured some KOS players. A couple of them we zeroed a while back, and today was RPR's turn to get hit. We've been hitting them lately quite a bit. They've been hitting us as well, but the fact is that we basically were able to get a couple of good rallies up during this time period. Unfortunately, as I said in the beginning, I was at work, so I couldn't really play and move around on the map. So basically I put the screen recorder on, I sent in my troops so I could join the rally and get a report, and I just flipped my phone over, put it in a corner, and let it record what you see now. Of course, I won't leave the whole video like this for the next 5 minutes. I will actually speed it up to where the rally actually starts walking towards the target. So the target is Filipino Thor. If you can see him, he's kind of in the middle of the screen from RPR. He's a level 25 castle. And what I want to go in, as you can see, I'm searching for him as we speak. What I want to go in is basically his hero and his gear. So I've taken a screenshot of his gear so we can examine it a bit closer. As you can see, he's got 3 golden flutes, the vice grips in the top. On the left side, he's got the 2 Noceros relics, the cavalry mail, and the griffin walkers. Plus, he's got a trickster as his leader, and he's gold ranked. This is all good. It's really all good. He's got good research buffs and everything. But that would be good if he was actually online and he was actually researching or whatever. The fact that he's offline, he's left troops out, and we are going to attack him. I mean, even someone trying to solo him, if he was a big player and he's got tier T4 research and all the good things, he wouldn't really break a sweat. He wouldn't really be anxious about hitting a trap or anything. He's basically got no army boost whatsoever from his leader or his relics. I've said this in the past. If you check my other videos, I've commented on this. When you go offline, just make sure and change your relics to your war relics. It's not hard if you've researched the quick swap the quick swap tree. Just do it, and you make your enemy a bit more afraid of soloing you or going up against you. Now, I see this in a lot of players. I've seen it in players from R1 as well, and I always pointed out that, guys, switch out your trickster. And I know he might look nice, you might like him, he offers nothing to the table as far as army boosts. He gives the research boost, and that's what he's useful for. And you get the boost just because you own the hero and his rank. You don't get the boost because you've appointed him as your main leader. So keep this in mind and look it up a bit, because it's unfair for yourself. You will lose a lot, you will have no boost whatsoever as far as army, and it's also unfair to the people that might try and reinforce you when they see you're being rallied or attacked, because basically their troops will get slaughtered and they will have no protection from your leader and no extra boost from your relics. I won't get into the talents. I get it why we keep research or army training or basically what we call farm talents on. It's all good, it's no problem, but at least switch your gear and give the other person a small scare. So as you can see, I ranted on a bit. Our rally actually took off, and it will actually hit in a couple of seconds. Thank goodness he didn't shield, or I wouldn't be able to share this nice report. So the attack connects, and If I remember correctly, his might drop is about 34 million might. Now, it wasn't his drop per se, as you can see in the video, his is about 13. It was 34, including the troops that they had sent to support him, which of course weren't that many. Now, here's the interesting thing. We get 3.3 million might drop, and he gets 34, close to 35. And we didn't even know his army formation. So, I want to take a small look at the report and rant on this for a bit as far as his heroes. So, we talked about Trickster. He brings nothing to the table as far as army boost. Let's go to Night Raven. So, Night Raven brings Castle Guard, Cavalry Defense boost, and Cavalry Attack boost. Now, that is nice. Those are nice boosts if you actually own Cavalry, though. This guy has no Cavalry whatsoever. We go on to Shade. Shade provides Castle Guard, Trap Construction boost, and Infantry Defense boost. So this is good because he basically is mostly infantry based. I don't know why he chose to go with that many infantry Royal Guards. That is his own choice though. So let's go on to Bob and Goblin. Goblin provides Trap Durability boost, Trap Attack boost, and Army Attack boost. He is good because he provides a general Army Attack boost, so we can say it was a good pick. Finally, let's go to Sage of Storms. Sage of Storms provides Construction boost, Trap Attack boost, and Cavalry Defense boost. Again, another worthless hero. He has no cavalry whatsoever. Also, one other thing to point out. All his heroes are in common grade. This means that they give a maximum of 2% in each whatever boost they basically give out. So they are actually worthless as far as troops to be on the wall. So anybody supporting him, plus him owning these many troops, are a waste if he doesn't protect them, he doesn't shield or like send them out to other players, or ghost rally and shelter his leader. So this is, unfortunately for this guy, it's a waste of troops. I don't know if he quit. I think I did see him quit at least the guild after this attack. I feel sorry for the guy. I mean, I don't want to see people quit. It's a game. We should all have fun and all. But honestly, he was on the wrong side, and nobody probably ever taught him how to defend, what relics to use, and how to set up his army. And he probably didn't get into the game that much. So moving on, we'll get a small glimpse, a quick glimpse of the troops that were sent in to support him. As you can see, most of them were infantry and stealth snipers, archers. So I'm guessing they knew what he majored in, what troops he had, and his setup or whatever. But to be completely honest, it didn't really help. You can see in our chat in the top, he had 300k troops left. I think Barksdale poured it in a few seconds later to try and get the final blow. Barksdale is our rallier. He's been featured in a couple of our previous videos. He is a beast. I mean, I love rallying with this guy. He is very good and he knows what he's doing. Unfortunately, though, he was a bit late. As you can see, Ronin Rocket sped up his troops. He was nearby, like 3 minutes or so walking distance, and he cleaned out the turf and took the guy's leader. So if you've seen my previous videos, you will know that we don't stop at round 1 rally. I mean, it looks so, and I've always been told so. I turn off the screen recorder, and to be honest, this time I was driving back home after work. Unfortunately, I had people over, so once again I only had a little time in the first rally to actually move around and see what's going on. But the fact is that I had to leave it down and in a corner and let it record while the attacks were going down. So the guy we're going up against is Amar. As you can see, he's a 308 million might player with approximately 100 million kills. Now this guy is a killer. This guy knows how the game is played, or at least I hope he does. If you check his gear, he's got a few champion gear, he's got cavalry gear on the right side. He's basically spec'd out for war. And this is the reason, here I'll give you a small spoiler, these rallies actually hurt us a lot. Now, he's got excellent stats, he's a tier 4 player, and after we've zeroed him, you will see his core might. It's amazing. He's around 200 something million core might, so this guy has absolutely insane research. So I'll edit the video a bit and speed it up so you can see our march is actually on. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get close by, so I was really crossing my fingers on this one and hoping that he wouldn't shield so we could actually get the hit. Also, I was hoping that we wouldn't have that many losses and we had gotten the formation correct. To be totally honest with you, I can't recall if we actually knew his troops and we went in with a certain composition or it was a full mixed rally. So the first hit lands, and we'll check the report in just a second. So this guy dropped 19 million might and we dropped 15 million. We had more deaths than his. He was fully reinforced, and like I said, he was in war gear, so it's only natural that he really was able to stand up in the first fight and deal more damage to us than what we basically dealt to him. So you can see we've already started killing off some of his troops, but his tier 4 cavalry is safe at the moment. So let's take a quick look at his hero lineup. He's got Big Guy, which is an infantry boost hero. He's got Rose Knight, who is a cavalry and an army attack boost hero. He's got Petite Devil. I'm not sure about her, I don't own her, but I think she's a ranged hero. He's got Tracker, ranged hero, and he's got Demon Slayer, who is an infantry attack hero. So basically this guy has actually a good lineup. Plus his gear, he dealt good damage. He was offline though, unfortunately he wasn't sheltered, he wasn't protected, so we were able to deal the damage we actually dealt. So that's the first rally. Now I've sped up the video, we're already a couple of seconds away from the next rally. Something I want to point out, you can see there is a scout coming into Amar. Guys, if you're watching this, honestly avoid scouting the guy you are attacking. You get one scout report, whoever it is, just share it with the others so they can see what's going on, and avoid any other scouts. You've got the attack report, so you know exactly how many troops he's got left after the first rally, and you've got all the details down, even his army lineup. So scouting him basically gives him one more notification on his phone and one more chance to basically get up and shield. Now if this guy's shielded, if you think about it, we lost troops for no reason. As you can see, someone fake attacked him so they could give him his leader and a few extra boosts. It was a good play on whoever was doing that on their part, and here is where it starts to hurt. 22 million drop for him and 9.5 million might drop for us, which is divided again on both sides between the players that participated in the rally and the players that supported him in the attack. So this time you see he's got infirmaries filled up. He's got them from the previous rally. He had 100k deaths tier 1, and now we're starting to get into the tier 3 and tier 4 troops, and that is where it really starts to hurt. So on to the next rally. I'll point this out again. I've said in my previous videos, excuse me, that it's very important that you speed up your troops and you're always in time for the rally. You don't want to give your enemy an extra second to respond to what you're sending in. Anyway, as you can see, he's got another prisoner again. I don't remember who it was, but he kept sending in his hero. If it was a 59 level hero, then that means about a 23 attack boost, so he deals more damage against us as opposed to not having a leader prisoner at all. Unfortunately, this guy was offline, and thankfully for us, so we were able to deal a third hit up against him. So as you can see, he was burned once again. We won this attack. The fact is though, and this we will see in the report in a few seconds, something didn't go well in this attack. I'm not sure, I haven't studied the report to check what really went wrong, but this is an 18 million drop for him and a 9 million drop for us. And if you compare our dead, they are more than they should have been. So let's take a look at his troops. So he's basically left with heroic cannoneers. We've killed 100k of his heroic fighters, plus the support that was sent into him. Now at this point we were setting up one final rally, if I remember correctly, so we can take out the remaining 800k of his troops. So I'll speed up the video once again and get back to the troops marching for their final rally. Now, what I did record but I cut out during the editing is the fact that everyone pulled out their troops from Amar. I don't really know what was the cause of that. It's too bad because they could have supported him and they could have helped him maybe deal a little more damage to us. So the final hit goes down, and as you will see in the report, the rest of the troops, the ones that basically remained, his were 265k troops, and those were all dead tier 4 mostly, with a few T3 in them. So another player zeroed, another fun time for R1. I want to point out at this point that this all happened on Friday, and it was a day before the Kingdom Clash event. Now, I don't know what goes on in most kingdoms. The ones I've been in up to now usually have like a ceasefire, and everybody starts rebuilding troops and getting ready for the next day, like executing leaders or holding on to leaders or trying to find the leader level 59 or 60 to get their prison boost and spare any troops they can so they can give it a go on the following day. Now in K54, I don't know what's going on with this kingdom, but this isn't the occasion. I mean, really, we have been at it all along, and this was just like 5, 6 or 8 hours away from KVK, from Kingdom Clash, and we were going in and rallying 300 million player down to 0, losing troops that would or would not cost us the next day. So anyway, you can see this is a crazy kingdom. It's awesome though, it's never boring, and we can have all the fun we want. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope this brings maybe a couple of tips to people that look at it as far as lining up your heroes and whatnot. Any questions you've got, hit me up in the comments below or online chat. My ID is in the bottom in the descriptions. Thank you for watching, and thank you all for your support. If you really liked the video, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share with your fellow teammates. Try to stay safe all, and have fun. Silent out.